Peasy, we got this.
It says we are live.
I hear an echo.
Okay. Mira, it's all you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. We're really excited that you joined us for the Gap Year Fair. We all know that Gap Year is a formative, amazing year in anyone's life, and we, Masa, are really happy to bring you all together here to show you and to share with you the ins and outs of Gap Year and how to choose your program. I have with me Sheryl Korelitz, who's going to be my camera. I have Sheryl Korelitz, our director of Gap Year Recruitment here in North America, and Sheryl's going to go through a full presentation with you to answer the ins and outs of Gap. We're excited for you to join us for the day. Our next sessions are fantastic, so don't leave. Make sure you want to go to the next ones, and then make sure you stay till the end to meet with our program organizers. But I'm going to turn it over to Sheryl Korelitz, and at the end, we'll answer a few of our questions. Thanks so much, and we look forward to seeing you in Israel next year.
Thanks, Mira. I'm going to share my screen. And okay, so I hope you can all see this. And I'm so excited to be here with everyone today. I just want to start by saying that we switched to having a virtual Masa Gap Year Fair last year because of necessity with COVID restrictions. And we decided to continue it this year because we got so much feedback about how essential this event really was as a resource for people who are interested in taking a gap year, whether you're a student, parent, or anyone working with teens. We know that this is a really helpful place to go. It's sort of one-stop shopping because you're going to get to see all the program organizers at once in the same place, same time. And we know that that is really helpful in helping you make this decision. So I want to start by telling you again who I am. I'm Sheryl Korelitz, the director of Gap Year Recruitment for Masa North America. And I want you to think of me as a resource for you in making this very important decision to go on a gap year in Israel. Please reach out to me at any time during the year, any time in the process, whether you have questions just about gap year or you have questions specifically about a Masa gap year or a gap year in Israel. You may use my Calendly link to make a Zoom or phone meeting, or you can shoot me a quick question with an email. I have put my contact information in the chat, so I hope you will keep all of that and you will reach out to me often and soon. So what am I going to talk about today? We have a lot to cover in a little bit of time. So I'm going to talk about specifically what is Masa Israel Journey and what role we play in you taking an Israel gap year. And then I'm going to go over the application and funding process. So first of all, what is Masa? We are an organization that offers life-changing opportunities in Israel for young Jewish students and professionals ages 16 through 35 from around the world. We're a very global organization with offices all over the world. So we offer many programs. They start in high school. They go to post-college in the with internships and career opportunities. But today we're just going to focus on gap year programs. And there are a lot of them, which is one of the reasons that we have this event, because we know that it can be challenging to make that decision and find the perfect program. So our gap year programs run either a semester or a full academic year, which would be up to 9 or 10 months. There are also volunteering and career-based programs in this age group. And also, if you are going on a Masa gap year, know that you will be eligible for universal grants and need-based scholarships. So a little clarification, this term fellows, if you have done anything with Masa, you hear us using this a lot. We keep talking about Masa fellows. So just to make sure you know what we're talking about, a fellow is just the term that we use to identify anyone who is on a Masa program. So if you go to Israel next year, you will be a Masa Gap Fellow. So today you are hopefully going to get some clarification on the type of program you want to go on and maybe even the specific program. But no matter what specific program that you are interested in, every single Masa Gap program offers the following. There's going to be trips around Israel because travel is a big part of this year. You are going to get an ulpan to learn Hebrew, but you don't need to know Hebrew to go on any of these programs. They are all English language based. Also, there's cultural immersion. And what I mean by this is that these are not vacations. These are not trips. These are long-term experiences where you're going to get to live like a local. And no matter what Israeli society you are immersed in, whether it's in the middle of Tel Aviv or on a kibbutz, you are going to be having an authentic experience. Then there are the global network of friends that you're going to make. And most people think that's the best part of the year because you're going to walk away with a lifetime of friends. And we offer housing and medical insurance included in all of the programs. In addition, guidance and security is offered on these programs. Masa oversees all the security in partnership with the programs. And in terms of guidance, that has to do with the wonderful staff that's there to support you throughout this journey. So if you've decided you want to take a gap year, how do you become a fellow? It's a 4-step process. You have to find your program, you have to apply and get accepted there, and then you go on to Masa, fill out that application, and get funding. I just want to go over a few of the details for that process. So first of all, the search. How do you find the right program? Well, my recommendation is for you to go to the Masa website, which is masaisrael.org. And there, all of the GAP programs are going to be listed. You should look through all of those. And then if you would like, you can connect with the Masa program advisor. You'll be prompted to do that on the website. And you can have a conversation with them. They'll help you narrow the search down. And then they'll connect you directly with the programs. And then you would speak to the programs, decide which one you want to take, go on and then apply directly to the program, and hopefully you get accepted and go on to the next step. I want to give you a little bit of an idea of what it's like to apply to a gap year program, because people are not necessarily that familiar with the process. It's a little bit like the college application process in that you might be asked to turn in an essay, which you can usually use your college essay. You might be asked for recommendations, letters of recommendation, and you will not probably have to have a teacher one unless you're doing one of our academic programs. But the most important thing to know is that you're probably going to be asked to do an interview. And so you shouldn't worry about it, but you should be prepared to do that. And the interviews are an important part of the process. Just be yourself. And finally, I just want to let you know about deadlines. The programs may put deadlines there. You should be aware of them. And as long as there is space in the programs, they usually will allow you to keep applying later into the year. But I want you to know that many of these programs do sell out. And so if you know you want to apply to a particular program, I would do it early to make sure that you have all of your options open. So now that you've been accepted to the program, the next step is to fill out the Masa application. So to do that, you once again go to the website, masaisrael.org. The application is not available right now. It goes live sometime over the course of the year. I can't tell you exactly when it's going to go live, but if you go to the website, that's where you'll find that information when you go to the application. So when it does become available, go there. The first thing that you're going to do when you start filling it out is going to ask to check your eligibility, and you're going to answer some basic questions. And once it's determined that you are eligible, you then fill out the application right there on the website for Masa. These are simple questions. You know the answers to all of them. It's demographic information. But two things I want to let you know about is that you should also have a current passport. It's going to ask for your passport number, and also you'll need a credit card because there is a processing fee. So the next phase, once you've been accepted to Masa and you filled out that application, you now probably want to know about funding. It's something people ask about all the time. So let me tell you about the grants and scholarships. Both of them are available through Masa. When it comes to the grants, universal grants are applicable to all of our Masa Gap programs. You automatically get them. You don't have to apply for that. For a need-based scholarship, you do need to apply. And in order to do that, you would do that on the website. At the time that you fill out the Masa application, it will ask you if you're interested in need-based scholarships. And so you would say yes, and then those forms will then become available to you online. You fill it out. It's going to ask you for the same kind of information you would have to fill out for any financial aid form. And of course, your taxes would be included in that. So you fill out that form. And I just want to give you a little bit of guidance in this process for the scholarships, that if you want to get some more information over the course of the year, if you're interested, you can go to the website, go to the funding section, and look for the funding calculator. And there you'll be asked basic information. You fill that out, and it will tell you if you're eligible for need-based scholarships, and if you are, how much money you can expect to receive. So that's a great way for to help you plan for the year. And the final thing you need to know is that all the funding goes directly to the program organizers. You never have to deal with any of it. You never handle it. It's automatically applied to your bill. A few other things to know about funding. So I mentioned the universal grants. Like I said, all the Gap programs, you'll receive a universal grant. We don't know how much those grants are going to be because funding is not yet determined for next year. So for now, I'm just going to give you the information that applies to this year, and know that the funding information, when it becomes available, of course, we will share that with everyone. So for the grants this year and actually last year, so for the past 2 years, grants have come in two amounts: $800 for any of the academic programs. I list those here, and those are programs that you can get college credit for. And all the other Gap programs receive $200 grants. Then with the scholarships, those need-based scholarships go up to $3,500, and the amount that you get is just based on financial information. So you fill all of that information out online, and all of the Gap programs, you are automatically eligible to apply for a need-based scholarship if you'd like. And I'd also like to mention that if you are doing one of the Masa Jewish Studies programs, those are the yeshivas and seminaries. If you are doing those, there are many of the yeshiva and seminary programs that are also eligible for Masa need-based scholarships. We don't have the list for those programs for next year, but when you do apply to those programs, you can ask if they are included in the Masa need-based scholarship program. So please make sure to do that when you speak to the program organizers. And finally, in terms of the academic grants, that's a category where there's only one program that it applies to for the Gap space, and that's Israel XP at Bar Ilan University. These grants are given to university-based programs, and that's why it only applies to Israel XP at Bar Ilan University. They're in a higher amount. $1,250 is what they received this year. So that's a lot of information, and hopefully answering a lot of the questions that you had to help you prepare now for taking the next step to taking your gap year. So thank you for that. And now I am definitely going to stop sharing my screen and see if there are questions that Mira can throw my way.
Sheryl, that was a great presentation. Thank you. I think you're able to answer a lot of the questions that we get often from people. And as you can see, that Masa plays a strong role in your Masa year, and is a strong, we're going to help you find your right program, especially today. Do we have any questions in the chat? We don't have any right here right now, but I do want to just say I'll give it another minute because we have exactly 2.5 minutes left. We're here all day to answer any of your questions. And it's not just today, we're here all year round, 365 days a year to answer your questions, to help you find the right Israel program for you, whether it's for gap year programs, academics, such as study abroad or master's, or even post-college opportunities. Masa's here for you to help you find the right way to get to Israel, and to make sure you get to Israel in the right way. So we're really proud of our programs and proud of what we do here. And we're here to be a resource for you. See a question.
Oh, someone is asking,
do you have a musical theater program?
Oh, no, but someone in our chat is asking, when do we apply? So, I mentioned that the application is not yet available. So you apply when the application becomes available. And that just means that you have to, go to the website and look and check. And right now, we don't know when that's going to be. But you need to get accepted to your program first anyway, and that's the most important thing to do right now. So, and when it's available, then you just go online and do it.
I see a question here, if we have any musical theater programs. Do you see that, Sheryl?
That's, I think, the main chat. Right now, we don't have any musical theater programs, but I'm glad you asked the question, because occasionally we do get that. And that's something that we'll keep track of the questions and people looking for things, because if enough people ask, that's something that we want to know. So I'm going to leave now. Mira, if there are any other questions here in this chat, I see that some are definitely coming in. So hopefully, I know I can trust you to answer them. You know all the answers. So great. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Sheryl. Okay, so I see there's one of the questions are how many are accepted for each program. Each program really varies. Some programs are larger, some smaller. And I think that if you go to our last session, we'll meet with each of the different programs, you'll find out like what kind of program you're looking for. If you're looking for a large program, there are available for you as well as small. It really depends. Pros and cons of taking the year before college versus in the middle of college. That's a big discussion. I think there's pros and cons to doing everything. Pro is we see that people who take a gap year have a very successful first year on college because they are sure of themselves. They've had that year of independence to grow, to strengthen themselves and become an adult. And in the middle of the year, it's also great. In the middle of their college experience, they can do a study abroad. So there's benefits to doing both. And I think both are a huge win. Let's see one more. Oh, that's it. We have no more time left. Everyone head to the next session, please, with Michael Courtney, and you can ask the college counselor everything that you want to know. Have a great day, and we'll see you at the end. And all these extra questions, please reach out to us on the Masa website or send Sheryl an email, and we'll be happy to answer. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much.